In this video we will see how the multi-tape Turing machine works. We will check from an input word whether it is a palindrome with a Turing machine which has two tapes. The solution is separated into three big steps. First, we copy the input word from the first tape into the second one. After this, we move back the head of the first tape into the start position. Finally, we read the word in both of the tapes. In the first from the left to the right, and in the second tape from the right to the left. If any of the read characters differ, then the input word isn't a palindrome. Here is the Turing machine. It has two tapes, and in the first there is the input word BAB. Both of the tapes are standing at the start position. From the delta function and the input parameters we see that we need to move the tapes to the right with one position. Now the input parameters are B in the first tape and empty car on the second one, so we copy the B car onto the second tape and move both of them to the right. Now we do the same with the A character and finally with the B again. After this, we are in the state where both of the read characters are empty cars. Now we start to move back with the first tape and change the state. So we are in the second big part of the algorithm, where we move the first tape back to the start position. In the first tape there is a character B, and in the second an empty car, so we move the first tape to the left. In the first tape there is a character A, and in the second an empty car, so we move the first tape to the left. And left again. Now we are in the start symbol on the first tape and above an empty car on the second tape. Change into the T state and start to read the input word in both of the tapes. In the first tape from the left to the right, and in the second tape from the right to the left. If we find the same character in both of the tapes, then we can continue the procedure. First, we have found B, and then A, and finally a B car again. We have arrived to the end of the word. So in the first tape there is an empty car, and the second tape is at the start position. Now we move on the first tape to the left and to the right on the second one. We did it because of the definition of the Turing machine. Change the state to the F, which is the acceptance state. This means that the input word was a palindrome.